Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Boya's Pilgrim. Good morning. This is another beautiful day that the Lord has made. I shall rejoice and be glad in it. Happy to wake up this morning. This is our next to second last day in Poland. Tomorrow we have yet another day. But what I want to do is, before taking breakfast, I want to go out and check out what dance is really like. I'll get to show you, and I'll get to share with you a story. We've been putting up on number 1 hotel, and we were up on the 6th floor. We spent a fair part of the night trying to do our checking in our return flight, because traveling with this Wizz Air was a bit troublesome, and everything was difficult, and checking in was difficult, and prices were never stable, and everything just keeps shooting here and there, and asking many questions about our debit cards and our credit cards, and I mean it just got fishy, and it was a bit disturbing. But anyway, we paid 1,000 crowns as a fine in Gothenburg in order to come here, but we were avoiding the same thing. But as much as we did early, we booked many hours, a day or more than a day before the flight, but still it charged us about 300 and something crowns. So I don't know, well, because we are selected seats, and without selecting seats, they said no, it doesn't go like booking because you have not selected seats. And I find that all that crappy. I mean I don't understand. It doesn't work in my small head like that. But anyway, it's winter, so let me just take my jacket and jump out into the streets. Take a good day with me. Over the night, I accidentally broke a glass. The glass fell down and it was broken. Something like this. So I'm going to tell them at the reception that thing happened. But anyway, since we don't have time, I just have to jump into my jacket and hit the street, and let's go to the streets of Gdansk. You bear with me. And let's go. Rose is taking a shower. So I'll be on the way in the street. Yeah, I think it's safe. Nobody can go in. Yep. So we've been putting up on the 6th floor. Actually, this is our room number. It's a beautiful hotel. It's cozy. It's a nice place to be. There's no two ways about it. And let me see what I'm going to do. So from this, we have to take the lifts downstairs. We're on the 6th floor, hotel number 1. And this one seems to have come to the 6th floor. Okay, I'll get to the ground floor. I'll try and put the camera maybe here so that I can lock my jacket. It's a bad idea. I can do this. Oh, it's winter, guys. It can be very cold. Reception. restaurant. It's breakfast time, I think. Yeah. People are already taking breakfast. Oh, that's all right. Oh, I'm at the entrance of the hotel. Number one, where we put up. There's the spa on the other side. I've already booked for my swimming today at 7 o'clock. So at 7 o'clock, I'll be swimming. My wife didn't like the whole idea about swimming. And the hotel is very, very beautiful. This is the hotel where we are putting up. You can be able to see it. This is the view of the hotel number one. As you can see it all up, this is the hotel. It's such a beautiful hotel. I have a story that I want to tell about this country. A very sad story. And in this video of today, you will allow me to express myself and talk in different languages, or rather speak in tongues. The whole idea is that what I want to talk about is not a very pleasant story. It is the state in which this country has gone through a history, a bad history. And the history rolls back to the Second World War, where this country, Poland, was attacked by the Germans. And this beauty that you see is the new construction. The whole place was ruined. And that's from 1945. You can see from behind me. You can see me. These are all ruins, and in these ruins some people find some people end up growing things like weed. So like you can see here, you need weed. You can get weed from a local farmer, and it's telling you to support the local farmers. So this weed thing here, you can see it. You can see it. But as we are into a very sad story, this wall here is blocked. Somebody is intending to build something in memory, in tribute of Mamma Mia, tribute to ABBA. I don't know. The construction is planned. The place is already cordoned off, and I think they've started digging the foundation to build that place. But whatever building that was here was reduced to rubble, complete rubble, and this is what was left over out of it. You can see even the upper post. Things are growing on it. And I'll move on. The so-called parking lot that you can see on my left-hand side, this was once a building and was totally brought to ruins, complete total ruins. Now the best that can happen is people can use it as a public parking. And this war thing was just so devastating that it ruined every building. You can see the building across on the other side. They look like buildings, but they are no longer buildings because they are not occupied. You can see the windows are blocked with pieces of wood. Nobody is dwelling inside there. They don't have roofs. All the tiles were blown up. Guys were bombed there and killed, and they are inhabitable. That's what I can say. This is a middle of winter. You can imagine. Another property. This is all a new hotel. It's called Deco. And One Harmony here is where I'll be coming to swim in the evening, where I've booked my swimming. And on the cross on this other side, all these are new buildings, and this 6A Yalna is the number of the building, the administration block, plus it's also hotels and accommodation. And all this space, buildings came down, turned into ruins, complete ruins. So after the World War, a little something was done for residential, which came into those kind of high rises. They've not been I mean, the country is not so rich like any other European Union countries, so they have to deal with this. All these are new blocks, which are mainly hotels. On the other side you have residentials, and you can tell that it was once a very beautiful place. This was the canal, and the canal had the floating hotel. That was once a floating hotel, and you can see it remains kind of like in ruins. I don't think it has been restored. Perhaps somebody has put it. I can see a satellite dish on top of it, but this is the canal. It runs across to the other side. It's a very big and a large canal. It goes as forever. These are blocks of hotels, the other side residential, and I'll take you for a walk. So we are going to see the devastating state of what war can be able to cause. Now, the sad thing is, after the Germans had attacked Poland and ruined almost everything, to add insult to the injury, came in the Russians. And the Russians also did all the worst that they could do, and everything was destroyed. And as you walk into this country, they are beautiful people. They are very beautiful people, but in them you find some anger, some annoyance, some bitterness. And all this bitterness is hidden in the graffitis, that they are writing on the walls, and you can see right across on the other side. I don't know if I take under the bridge if I'll end up to that building, but I want to try to go through this walk path and go to the other side of the street and see if I can come out, because if you look right across on the other side, there's a tower and the roof is all pulled down. This is not a building, the one that you can see here, because it's no longer a building. It's not habitable. This is the remaining ruins of a building that couldn't come up, couldn't come down. The space that you're seeing was once filled with residential houses. They were all bombed down. The canal goes on. Construction is is kind of like starting. Construction is starting. The other side where you can see the Novotel and Grano Hotel Grano, those are already renewed places. And right across, if you see to the other end by the church there, that's all a ruin. I think I'm going to come out through there. You can see a plot has been cordoned off just between the canal and the buildings. That also was once a residential area. All that was demolished and put down. These are new residential places which were built after the Second World War. And as I'll be going under this bridge, the road that is going to Stogie. Yeah. The road that is going to Stogie leads to this side. It's the end of the road that heads to Centrum, the town. But look at the walls. Somebody's talking. Somebody's expressing their feeling. Somebody's saying whatever is hurting their heart. It's just so much. The guys are bitter here, especially the youth. I did realize that they don't identify with, I don't know. And there's a difference between the youth, the middle class, and the aged. They seem to vary so much. They're very, very different in their thoughts and their way of expressing themselves. And a lot has been expressed here. A lot has been expressed here, and you can see anger, and what a painful thing. The reason why I asked for permission to speak in different languages is so that I can be able to reach each and every one of my listeners, starting from my brothers at home. I come from Kenya, and I'd love to also speak to Kenyans and just say one thing in a very short few words. I say vita ni mbaya. Vita ni mbaya. Yani hii mahali paliharibiwa vibaya sana. Alafu development vile imeanza kufanyika, hizi zote mnaona ni zile zimejengwa after 1945. Lakini vitu ambao vilijengwa before 1945, oi mazee, ukiziona ni balaa. Ukiangalia ile jumba ile ambayo iko na vijipaa viwili, I think somebody is walking up over there. Hakuna chochote pale. Hizo zilibomolewa, zilipigwa mabomu. You know, it is so sad. Jag ber om ursäkt vad jag försöker säga, att krig är inget att leka med. För krig har faktiskt gjort mycket dåliga, allvarliga saker till folk som bor här. Och nu fattar jag att det är svårt att bygga om vad man har byggt. För efter andra världskrig, det ser ut som mängden av byggnad var allt bombarderade. Och det är inget att leka med, för många byggnader, de bara står där med ingen bor i dem. Ja. Så de andra som står på min andra sida, vad jag försöker säga, att de är nya, de var byggd efter andra världskrig. On my right, these are very functional floating hotels. These are modern ones, made temporary. So if you compare it with what I showed you on the other side, this is like the canal bay where people can park their private boats, and across on the other side there are floating hotels where during summer somebody can come and just have their meals. This town is pretty crowded. It is pretty crowded, and last night we were on the streets and it was all full. We had so much fun, and I'm sorry the battery ran out, and we missed to picture a lot of things. But anyway, we had fun and we managed to film most of the things that we were able to film. It was also dark, and I don't have this kind of like a ring light to improve my sight for the camera. So that's one of the things that I think I'll have to save and buy next time when I'm traveling. You can see the canal was also not spared. It was also affected, and you can see from the middle part of the bridge there could have been a bridge which was flying like from here to the other end. It's only left with like pillars in the middle broken. So a lot had happened. On my back here there is a school. I think it's a playground, or it could be a school. It could be a playground for children. And construction is going on here each and every day. As you can see, people are out already constructing. So construction is one thing that keeps going on here each and every day, because the town has to be brought back. And the tower that you're seeing them working on there is also desolate. Nobody is using it as such. And yeah, construction is going on, and it won't be very comfortable filming these guys, but just to speak, work is going on, and construction is going on. Sorry for giving you information that was almost a school or a playground for children, but it was the Novotel. And the playground that you're seeing at the back there was a playground for the hotel compounds. That was Novo Hotels. So there are plenty of hotels here, plenty of them. Now the place that I really wanted to show you seems to be cordoned off buildings. These were residential buildings, and they were brought completely to rubble, and you can see they're fenced off. It's so serious that trees have grown in them so much. I don't know if I lift the camera if it can be able to see the other side, but trees have grown to the point they're almost reaching the high-rise buildings. It was total damage. Total damage. We have a Thai massage here, and yeah, we're going on. As you can see there are caravans which are hidden inside there. Some people, they didn't have where to live, so they had to kind of like find how to. I mean, it's a sad story. It's a very sad story. War is not a good thing to talk about. And I want to just take a walk across this alley and see if I can hit the other side of the street, because it's construction that is going on everywhere. It's cool how these buildings have just kind of like an alley in between, leading to the other side of the street. Reminds me a lot of Italy. So here new constructions are going on. There's a new building coming up here. That one's already done. It's called the Pluto Hotel, and this one is under construction. The new buildings are coming out very nice, very nice. There is a beautiful tradition of making baking. There is a very beautiful tradition of making entrances like a city gate with arches on top, and that's so beautiful. These are alleys. Constructions are going on. So last night, if I remember very clearly, this is where we were last night, where there was processions and pictures of lions which were going on. The place was pretty crowded, and this is the gate 8, where you could see a lot of the lights going on, and that's the gate 8, the trailer. And what I'm going to do is I'll take the canal and you can see a lot of construction and working is going on. There's the restoration of the canals and buildings at the same time. So everything is going progressively. Everything is going on progressively. There is aggressive work of reconstruction. The canal is being restored. All the old rings are being carried in rafts, and you can see like the boat here is trying to pull off the rubble which have been recovered from under the rafts, and the crane there that you are seeing is pulling the rubbles from under the canal. And a lot is going on. Restoration is coming back. This other side has been really done, and it looks pretty. If you compare it, that's an old building just before the bridge, but these are all new ones. And look at the rafts. It's actually called bogus, huh? But the thing could be called bogus, but it's not doing a bogus job. I'm telling you, the amount of rubble that is coming from under, that they're removing in tons per day, is a lot. The cranes lifts and puts on the floating raft, and then the ship kind of like carries the things and pulls them across. It's amazing job that is happening here. So this is the raft. You'll excuse when you see a little bit of dirt there, and it's part of men at work, and it's part of men at work, and you can see the floating rafts. They take a lot of trash, and that's a crane that goes right deep under the water and lifts up all the marine ducts. You can be able to see the ducts that they're trying to completely get out of they're cleaning up the place, and I'm sure in the future this place is just going to be a marvelous place. The buildings across are the old ones. Some of them were totally ruined, but you can see they're under restorations. So, some of them were restored after the World War. And there is the other second bit of the raft, which is working. And a lot is happening there. It looks so scary because it's almost like it's tilting when you watch it. They're trying to build a deck also on the other side, precisely the way they have built a deck on this side. And this deck accommodates all tourists that can walk across here. So there's a lot that is going on. So there'll be a walking deck on the other side just as good as on this other side. And you can see, look at this building, look at this. It is something, an Italian restaurant. It is beautiful. There is also American restaurant, Italian restaurant, and that is beautiful. I believe this is going to be a bridge. It has been made a 2-meter bridge, and look at that. It's for Billy's restaurant. It's cozy. Chile e vino. I thought that was siempre, like always, but it's sempre. I like this. And I'll have a seat with the gentleman. I don't know what his name is, but I'll see if we can be able to have a chat. Hi guy, how are you? Tell me, what's your name? It's a pleasure taking a photo with you, man. I'm happy to be in Poland. I wish I would know what your name is, but here we are. We've taken a photo together. I see you're very glad. you're very glad at seeing me. But anyway, I'm coming from Kenya, so remember Kenya, Nairobi, Kenya. Yeah, that's good. Okay, have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. I lied to that guy that I'm coming from Nairobi, Kenya, but I'm coming actually from Sweden. I came from Sweden. I didn't come from Nairobi right away. So he might believe that I'm heading back to Nairobi. Look at this. Look at this. Whiskey in the jar. There's a lot of recreation places here, and this place is super full in the evening. Believe me, super full in the evening. This is a beautiful restoration that I've seen, and I think this is a unique masterpiece job which has been done. And I like how the Polish can pick up the old building and just work with something new and just make it look cozy like that. See where the raft is working, the marine raft is working. There's the Narodowy Museum, mosque. I think there used to be an Islamic thing here, and this is a museum for the old mosque. So I think it still exists. These are the rafts. I can see a very huge boat there. I'll see if I can take around and navigate my way and see if I can see it there. These ones look pretty nice. These ones look pretty nice. I can see 2 floating hotels also there. I don't know whether they're just decks for changing. Wash boats. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. 2 ancient ones. This is also an alley that feeds to a street. I like this. This is the whiskey jar. You can see the back of the whiskey jar. Whiskey in the jar. The front was done with that black thing, but the back side was not. It was just restoration of the old stone thing. Though here they try to work with the same bricks in a modern way. It could have been down, but the front side facing the water, they just repaired, and the old one remained. And inside they kind of like used the new tiles. Whoa, it might be a very long walk down to the bridge to come back on this side. Whoa, I'm caught, but I have no option. I think this is what I have to do. I have to take the lap all the way, and it's quite a long distance. It will take me through people who are fishing, and let me see how I'll do. There's a Tivoli there where there is I think let me just gather courage, although it's a very long distance to walk. I think I'll walk the distance and then see if I can be able to find the second bridge to go to the the canal is dividing the city into 2. That's the Grand Hotel Gdansk, and many hotels are here, and I love this square. These guys are having quite cool morning fishing. These are floating hotels, rafts, boats, marines, construction. It's ruins overall. And this afternoon I'll be taking you out to a very sad site. Maybe we're going to go to the Cemetery Museum, where majority of the people, a lot of Polish men were killed, men and women, children, during that war. And I've talked to a taxi man. He's coming at 11 o'clock, and he's going to pick us, and we are going to see the the war museum, and we're going to watch what's going to happen. They're making a walkway, which is so beautiful. It's being made out of small stones. So a walkway, it's exactly what you can see down here is what they're trying to fix on the inner side. These guys are good. Construction is coming up. This is a new one. The traditional attics are being put in place. There's a plane. We are not very far from the airport. All these you're seeing are takeoffs and landings. So it's not very far from the airport. And as you can see, the constructions are going on. A lot of fishing is going on. It seems to be cool in the morning. Let me see. Good morning. Good morning. Are you catching fish? No fish.
No.
Oh, small or big? No fish at all. Or tiny. It seems like they're not catching a lot of fish, but the canal seems to be big. But there's a lot of fishermen, so everybody's trying. Okay, nice. From what I've heard, they're not catching a lot of fish. You can be able to see construction is going on. The city's under construction. The official language is Polish, so English is not spoken, but a lot of guys are hello, fishing. Are you catching any big fish? No, small. Like this. He's managed to catch something. This is worm. These are worms to catch the fish flies. This is the size that they've gotten, and I like the way the worms go into a small can and kind of like just traps the fish to come in. Oh, English? No English? It's nice, lovely. Tack så mycket. Thank you. We are not able to hook up in any language, so it's very difficult. So, but it's got some fish. So there's a little bit of fishing that is going on there. I'll take the bridge and go to the other side, and you can see construction is what is going on in the city of Gdansk. And these are the stones, the square stones that they're using to make the, what do you call it, the walkways. And they're saying that they're quite frustrated. They're not catching any fish. They're getting small ones. Yeah, at least some fishing is going on there. So restoration is going on. It's middle of winter, so my fingers are already freezing holding the camera out. This part of the city center, the side that has been restored completely, it looks very nice, very clean. but I won't take that very nice clean side. I'll be concentrating on the sides which are still affected, where restoration is in progress. I'll try to concentrate on the sides where the restoration is going on. This side is already restored. The other side is under restoration. And this town is big. It's only that we didn't take time with Mommy to have a look at it. But here they have ceramics that are handmade. It's a real Polish art. These are ceramics that are handmade, they're made in Poland, and the shop is just doing that. They're very good with porcelains and ceramics. They are beautiful. They are extremely beautiful. They are beautiful. You can hear my phone is screaming, but my fingers are already frozen. It's a bit cold.
I think it's using some of the other side.
My fingers are cold, so I'm enjoying my vlog out here in Gdansk in Poland, and this is meant to be garage, and this is Marina Hotel, the club hotel. This is a pretty new one, and this is a developed area. It's been reconstructed. I like that white reconstruction which was just newly done. That's pretty nice and complete. These ones are, these are 4 buildings. The three buildings are under construction. Ruins and ruins and ruins. This is a very, very sad thing, I tell you. And you can feel it. And then look at all this Hotel Gdansk.